I would like to welcome everyone to the STROIKA, Postmodern Theories, Practices and Histories in Central and Eastern Europe International Architecture Conference. We have organized already a few conferences, but this is the one with the longest title ever. So I'm going to refer to it as STROIKA for short. My name is Dániel Kovács. I'm the program director of the Collegium Hungaricum Berlin and also a founding member of the Translations of Modernism collective. I would like to welcome you all in the name of all the organizers, the Collegium Hungaricum Berlin and its director Gábor Kopek, Translations of Modernism collective, and the Paradigma Ariadne Architecture Office. Collegium Hungaricum Berlin is a creative center operating in Berlin and maintained by Hungary, founded in 1924, and aiming to bring the best of Hungarian creativity and contemporary culture here to Berlin through interdisciplinary, site-specific, and collaborative projects. Translations of Modernism is a Budapest-based international architecture collective founded in 2014 with the aim of generating a platform and discussion about post-war architecture in Central and Eastern Europe. And besides maintaining transmodern.eu, our website, this is our third international conference, and we are proud to greet 20 international lecturers here in Berlin. The third organizing partner, Paradigma Ariadne, is an architecture office from Budapest, founded by three architects, Attila Csóka, Szabolcs Molnár, and Dávid Smiló. They are also founding members of the Translations of Modernism collective, and you will get a chance to get to know their work this afternoon, because they are also going to give a presentation. It is also my pleasure to thank all our supporters. The conference is part of an event series connected to the Hungarian presidency of the Visegrad Group, and is supported by the Hungarian Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Trade, the Balassi Institute, and the National Cultural Fund of Hungary. We are really proud to be supported by our local colleagues and friends, the Polish Institute in Berlin, the Romanian Institute in Berlin, and the Czech Centrum in Berlin. And I will especially and personally thank for Simona Binkova and Tomas Zacher, Małgorzata Jedrzejczyk, and Claudio Florian for their kind support. And last but not least, we have great media partners this year. Kajet is a new magazine, is published by Petrica Mogos and Laura Naum in Bucharest. They focus on Central and Eastern European issues, and we are looking forward to a special issue of Kajet dedicated to postmodern, and based on the lectures of this conference, it's going to be issued in early 2019. I will discuss this with the lecturers later. If they are interested, this is a possibility to publish their talks. Our other second media partner is POSTMODERN. It was founded as a heritage protection initiative aiming to highlight the modernist heritage of Dresden, Germany. Later, it became an online platform, and today it's one of the main communication channels for fans of post-war architecture, especially on Facebook. POSTMODERN was founded by Marco Zallas, Mandy Fischer, and Matthias Handorf, and they were also kind to support the conference. And last but not least, we are also partners with Architectool, a Berlin-based online architecture portal. We invited editor Bostian Bugaric to give you an overview about their activities right after I'm finished here. And just a few quick words about the conference. We are going to have 6 sections, each moderated by a different founding member of the Translations of Modernism collective. Each lecture is followed by a 5-minute Q&A. I will ask everyone to use our microphones if anyone has questions, because both the lectures and the Q&As are filmed. Coffee, tea, and water is available outside. Restrooms are in the back. I also want to highlight a connecting program for you. Tomorrow evening at 8 p.m., we will have a concert here with guitar artist Ferenc Schneidberger and fellows of this year's CHB incubator program. vocalist Orsolya Janszó, and pianist Attila Farkast. You are obviously all warmly welcome to the concert. Thank you very much for joining us, and have a great time at the conference. And now, I will invite moderator Dávid Smiló to... Oh, no, I'm sorry, I invite, exactly, Boštjan Bugarić to give a short overview on architecture. Thank you.
Hello, thank you to have this opportunity to share the knowledge about postmodernism online via Architectul. We are, yes, in Berlin based, but mostly like all over the world, an international web portal, a community practically, which we share different informations about architecture, architects online. We have also a catalog, and we are preparing different topics weekly as a different blog post, and then we prepare also next year we will start to prepare more deepened topics about in the format of a dossier. I will very quickly show you how it looks like and how we function. We are actually we have the editorial board. We are based. I mean, we are a group of architects, designers, and of course, connecting within the community. Our community is connected via Facebook, so basically we work online non-stop. Interior design online, Blue Jasmine, just a quotation. But we have like the community growth quite reciprocally since 2010 till now. We have approximately about 600,000 followers on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Google+, and so on. I don't want to share all the media, and of course. We share different, on the catalog we share, this is our catalog here, and we share different actually architects and architecture within 100 years, so within the last 100 years. So from modernism, postmodernism to today, the important thing about our catalog is that it's an open source. So it's an open source, and it works like a kind of a Wikipedia. We have also different partnerships with different editorial houses, like we do reviews for books for Jovis or for Night 010. We also have, now this year we started a partnership with Docomomo International. We are trying as well to get in touch with or get a partnership with Wikipedia Germany. So. And here it goes, like the catalog goes very, very simple. So we have different entries, which are defined by architects, by their biographies and their works, which you can basically add, correct, and so on. Of course, it's an open source, but we had to check all online entries. And every week, as I said, we share different topics. So these are the different topics. For example, this week there is a nanotourism visiting school, but we also have topics as, for example, forgotten masterpieces, or where this is more like about forgotten masterpieces in different countries, which are presented via different curators. But I'm sure you will find all these things online. I will not be too long. And here, just to show you, this is here is the contribution of also of Dániel. It's a topic about pioneer architects. So this we are sharing also via conference Momo with Docomomo in June, and it's sharing different works of female architects. Here was a special edition dedicated to Hungary, but we have like really different gems discovered by different authors. For example, this was from Mexico and so on. And as I already showed, we have different interviews online. This was an interview with the daughter of Pier Giacomo Castiglioni, Georgina Castiglioni. We do the book reviews. Here was a book review. This was the last. There is no time for reading right now, so hopefully I will have more time in the summer so I can do some more reviews. And of course, another interesting campaign is called Architects in Love. This is actually a movie campaign. This was also shared. I also forgot. We do different media partnerships. For example, also we are partnership for the Triennale of the Triennale of Architecture in Lisbon. Also Future Architect platform. And for example, this Architects in Love movie was already featured in Lisbon in 2013, and it's about the, let's say it's about the, just shortly can I show, it's about showing how architects talk about their favorite building. So for example here it's Robert Sillinger talks about the Kreuzberg Tower. Just few seconds so that you know. And
John Hajduk was invited in the early 80s to submit a scheme for the urban competition for the entire district. And his proposal was considered too radical to implement and at the same time too relevant to ignore. And as a result of that, the city decided to give this architect who'd built very, very few buildings up until that time. He was primarily a theoretician and important educator, 4 commissions in the city.
Okay, so we are online. Feel free to contact us. We are on Facebook, Twitter, as I said, and we will be following also the conference all the time. So thank you for the opportunity and have a great time here in Berlin.
Thank you very much, Bastian. So my name is David Schmilo. Let's say hi, everyone. I'm also a founding member of Translations of Modernism Collective, and I will be the moderator of the first section in this conference with the name of our brand new heritage, with section addressing how can we handle postmodernism as a heritage and what could be the relation between built heritage and postmodernism as a tool to handle heritage. 5 years ago, when we established the Translations of Modernism Collective, our focus was on post-war architecture in Central and Eastern Europe, and our focus was more like in modernist architecture. But after 5 years, it was obvious that we have to turn to postmodernism as well, because that era is entering to the field of heritage, the field of the problem of heritage. And I don't know in your region or in your country how it was, but in Hungary around the 19th and the 18th there were several conversations that postmodernism could be a tool to handle built heritage. Can we think about built historical buildings, and can we handle historical buildings through postmodern tools? Because basically the modernist architecture was accepted as a tool, and modernist approach was accepted as a tool to handle built heritage and historical buildings. So that's why I think it's really important, really interesting when postmodernism and built heritage meets together. And now we have postmodern buildings, what could be protected, and I think it's a big question of the future, how we are going to protect it, what will be our tools to protect these buildings. So I would like to ask our first presenter, Georgia Aquilar, from Italy to introduce reenacting postmodernism. Thank you.